Hi lovelies, I'm Golda K and today I'll be doing a drugstore soft glam makeup look which is super beginner friendly. First I'll be priming my face with Maybelline Baby Skin Primer. I'll be putting that all over my face and concentrating on any dry areas. Next I'll be using a brow pencil to brush my brows upwards. And then to also fill in any sparse areas following the natural shape of my brows, and then combing that / brushing that into the hairs. Next I'll be using a foundation, the L'Oreal True Match. I've just done one pump and put at the back of my hand, and I'm just lining my brows with a flat brush and the concealer, the foundation, just going on the top and the bottom. Then I'm using the Real Techniques foundation brush and I'm just like buffing that out. Next I'm using the L'Oreal True Match foundation in the shade Cappuccino, and I'm putting that all over my face with a flat brush, and then I'm using the Real Techniques blending brush to blend that all into my face. Again, I'm taking my time because blending is super important here. Next, I'm using the e.l.f. Hydration Camo Concealer. I'm putting the shade Deep Chestnut on the inner corner and the outer corner of both my eyes. I'm not using too much. And then I'm putting it above my mouth and on my chin. And then I'm using the lighter shade Deep Caramel on the inner sides of my eyes, and I'm blending that out with the Real Techniques concealer brush. I'm taking my time, and one thing that is great about using a brush is that it doesn't soak up product, so it gives you that nice full coverage for a glam look like this. So yeah, so just nicely blending that out. And also I ended up putting some concealer on my forehead as well, and also on my nose, just to give my face some dimension, and I'm just blending that out too, again taking my time. Next I use a L'Oreal Infallible stick foundation, put that at the back of my hand, and I'm using it as like a cream contour, and putting it in the hollows of my cheeks and also on my forehead to add some more dimension to my face. And again, I'm bouncing the brush on my skin and using the other brush to blend out any harsh lines. Now I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me powder in shade 250 to set my under eyes, and now I'm just quickly removing any creases. So just setting it with a powder puff and just setting it lightly for now. You don't have to go heavy-handed, but just a light set. So everywhere you've put the concealer, you set it with this powder. So taking your time to blend is just the key to all of this, and not being in a rush. Next, I'm using the deep chestnut colour and putting that on my eyelids to create a eyeshadow base. I don't use too much, and I just blend that all out. And now, as you can see, like my brain is working. I'm thinking, what do I do next? But what I do next is I get the Maybelline Fit Me powder that I just put on, and I'm going to use that to set my eyes, just so it acts as a really nice base for the eyeshadow look. And I'm just generously patting that all over my eye, both eyes, and just concentrating the product all over it so it's even. Next, I'm going to use this eyeshadow palette. I'll put the name in the description. It has these really nice colours. I'm using the brown colour that is very similar to my skin tone. So that's what you do. You use a brown colour that's similar to your skin tone as the base. And I'm putting that pretty much all over my eyelid. Again, just taking my time to blend it, just so it creates a nice foundation for the rest of the eyeshadow look. And just patting it You see I'm just patting it? And then next I'm taking my Revolution bronzer in the shade Enrobe and then putting that on the top crease of my eyes, just to add some dimension. So not on my actual eyelid like the direct, but I'm putting it above my whole eyelid. And then next I'm taking this shimmery champagne colour, it's such a nice colour, and putting that on the inner corner and just concentrating it on the inner corner, as you can see me doing. And then I'm taking that Maybelline Fit Me powder again and setting my under eye a bit more heavily. And now I'm going to bronze with that same powder I use on my eyelid, the Revolution bronzer in the shade Enrobe. Again, where I set and put the contour. And then now I'm going to use some blush. Again, I mix the bottom colours, and this is the Revolution blush palette. I'll try and find the exact name of this and I'll put it in the description. So I'm just smiling so I can get the apples of my cheeks and just putting that generously on my cheeks. And then I'm going to use an all over face powder, and this is like close to my skin tone. It's pretty much a dead match, and putting it everywhere else that isn't set. And this is great to blend out any harsh lines, so like between your concealer and where the powder is, it just blends and melts your powder all together. And then I'm taking that same shimmery colour I put on my eyelid and putting that as a highlight colour on my cheekbones, just to add a bit of radiance to my face. And now I'm using the Revolution Hyaluronic. I can never say this word. I'll put it in the description and the picture's there. On my whole face and leaving that to dry just makes your skin look like skin again. Whilst my face is drying, I'm using the sleek Locked Up brown lip liner and just lining my lips with this. Yeah, just line it. I don't really overline my lips, I just put it on my actual lips. And now I'm using the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Madeline. This is like the perfect brown girl. It's just such a great drugstore lip. So I'm just putting that in the middle where I haven't put the lip liner. And then I'm using a second setting spray, and this is the Infallible. This actually sets your makeup so it doesn't go anywhere. But as you can see, it can go in your mouth and the taste is horrible. So just close your mouth. And this one, finally, I'm using an eyeliner. I do this after all my spray so it doesn't smudge. And I'm using a powder puff so my fingers don't smudge it. And voila, this is the final look. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your favourite drugstore products, and also if you have any other videos you'd like me to film.